Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about the software that you can use for your reloading work. Why do you need any software at all, you may ask? Well, you can think of these software as like computer simulation programs that help you to understand how changing one or even multiple variables in your recipe will affect the behavior of your bullet in terms of both speed and pressure. When it comes to software, there are multiple software available on the market. What you can see on the screen is QuickLoad, probably one of the most popular software, but you may choose some other software, including Reloading Studio or Gordon's Reloading Tool, or GRT in short. Personally, I chose GRT because it's free and it's available for multiple platforms, including Windows and Linux. I'm not going to show you the download and the installation process. It's very, very simple. It's basic next, finish stuff. Once you get the software installed, you can choose between basic and expert mode. If you choose expert mode, this is what you will see. This is going to be the first screen in your GRT. Staying with the example from the last video, let's suppose we want to develop a load for 6.5 Creedmoor using 143 grain Hornady ELDX bullet and Winchester Sabot 6.5 gunpowder. So the first thing to do is you need to select the caliber. There is a very long list of calibers. You can either search, try to find your caliber, or you can filter by typing Creedmoor here. And there you go, 6.5 Creedmoor. If you click on the caliber once, it's going to load the available length data and some other measurements on the left-hand side. And if you click select values and apply, that's gonna allow you to pick one or more properties to use or to ignore. In this case, I'm gonna use all the properties. So I just simply go and hit OK, and then the software pops up another window. It says the case volume stored in the database is an average, and it may differ from your case. We understand that, and for now, we want to use the stored default. We can always overwrite it with our own, but not in this video. For now, we are happy with all the default values. The next step is to select the projectile, the bullet. Again, you can search here if you want, or you can find the manufacturer Hornady in the alphabetically sorted list. Our bullet will be 264, and the weight is 143 grain ELDX bullet. So you click on that. Again, on the left-hand side, you will see all the relevant data loaded. So just click select values and apply. Again, we want to use all the properties. Click OK. Another warning, the projectile length stored in the database may be different than your actual bullets. We understand that. For now, we are happy with the defaults. One thing left to do is to select the propellant, the gunpowder. For now, we want to use Winchester, Sabot 6.5. Again, one click reveals all the important data, the pressure graph, and all the details. We hit OK, and now all the defaults are loaded. As you can see, so far only the left side of the screen has changed. Nothing's changed on the right-hand side. The reason for that is we did not specify any load yet. And before we proceed, let me mention that as you can see on the screen, all the measurements are in inches and psi, etc., etc. But in many fields, you can see this little icon on the right. If you click on that, it easily changes between inch and millimeter, or between psi and bar. So it's very easy and convenient way to to switch between metric and imperial. For now, I'm going to use imperial. And well, at this point, we can start developing our load. What do we need? First, we need load data. So where do we get that? Well, one source is the hodgdonreloading.com website. Hodgdon is providing loading data for the Winchester powder. So first we select X5 Creedmoor, then next we select the bullet weight, 143 grain, and then we filter for Winchester, and then there is only one powder available, our powder Stubble 65. So we hit get load data, and here you go. What do we see here? Well, basically, our search returned one load. It says the test barrel that Hodgdon used for their test had a 1 to 8 twist rate. The barrel length was 24 inches, and they trimmed the brass to 1.910 inches. Bullet is what we specified. Diameter is, of course, 0.264. They used Hornady case for their test, and they used Federal 210M large rifle match primers. The recommended starting load is 39.5 grains, and the maximum load is 43.5 grains. Now that's according to Hodgdon. There might be other data sources available, including Hornady. Hornady is the bullet manufacturer, and it is very, very possible that if you check the load data in the Hornady mobile application, you will see different starting and maximum load for this Winchester Stubble 65 gunpowder. The reason for that is easy. Hodgdon and Hornady used a different gun for their test, and Hodgdon happened to be seeing high pressure signs at this load, but it's very, very possible that Hornady may have seen high pressure signs at a lower charge or even at a higher charge. So if you have data from multiple sources and they are not matching, what can you do? What you should do is take the starting load, 39.5 grains from Hodgdon, and let's suppose this is not real data, guys. This is I'm just putting up a number for the example. Let's suppose the other data that you have, the starting load is 39.8. So what should be your starting load? In that case, it should be 39.8. You always take the highest number from the starting load, from the available data, because you don't want to load anything that is too low. Not only high pressure that can be dangerous and that can lead to accidents, but also too low pressure can be dangerous. So you don't want to do too low loads. What you want to do is take the highest from the minimum numbers. Similarly, take the lowest number from the maximum loads. So just for the example, let's suppose Hornady recommends not to go over 43.2 grains. Then in that case, your minimum load, the starting load would be 39.8, and the maximum load would be 43.2. Okay, that's just a rule of thumb. Of course, you need to watch out for high pressure signs, low pressure signs, and you need to, work your load, develop your load for your own gun. So your results may vary, but that's very, very normal. That's expected. For now, for this video, I'm going to use 39.5 and 43.5 grains as starting and maximum loads. So if we go back to GRT, here, and where you can see this red corner or border, we can specify our load. And in this case, it's going to be 43.5 grains. And once you hit enter, it's going to activate the right side of the screen. It will show you the maximum pressure. It's going to show you the muzzle pressure. It's going to show you the projectile energy, the muzzle velocity, etc., etc. If you move your cursor over these values, like the muzzle velocity, as you can see, it's 2,642.4 feet per second. If you move your cursor over it, you can see the same sign to easily switch between FPS and meter per second. Okay, you can do the same with foot-pounds, joule, PSI, bar, etc., etc. I'm going to leave it on PSI for now. As you can see, there are quite some data is revealed here. Barrel time in milliseconds, bullet lead time, optimal barrel time. That's going to be a subject for another video. As you can see, this load is on node 5.5. I will explain nodes and OBT in a different video. As you can see on the graph, 43.5 grain is in the Pmax minus 15% range. It doesn't mean it's a dangerous load. It just means that working pressure is close to the maximum permissible gas pressure. I'm sorry. But later on, as we fine-tune our load, we put our own measurements for the brass and for the bullet into GRT. This graph will change. Okay, so don't worry about that. But this is just one load, one particular load for 43.5 grains. What you may want to do in your load development process is you want to activate the loading ladder steps. As you can see now, it is disabled. If you click here, you can activate it and select a ladder steps between 2 and 10. The more you select, the more tabs you will see on your screen in GRT. To make it easier to read, I'm going to select 5. So just make sure the screen won't get too busy. And here we have the 5 tabs, okay, with 5 different data. If you click on any of these tabs, like 42.3 grains, you will see these data are changing and the graph is changing. Okay, up to 43.2 grains, there is no warning, there is no error, nothing. At 43.5 grains, we do have a warning, but again, it's just a warning, and it may be it might change in the future as we fine-tune our load. If you want to, these steps are 0.3 grains. If you want to increase or decrease that, you can change it here. Let's say you want to go from 0.3 to 0.5 grains. You can easily do that here, and that's going to change the tabs from 43.5 43, 42.5, 42, etc., etc. That's it for today. For this video, we're going to be continuing from here by fine-tuning this load. There's only one thing left to do, and that is to save your data. You're going to save it. You go to the File menu and hit Save As. And one advice, the way I use GRT is I copied the whole software directory to my Google Drive, and every load I develop, I also save them on Google Drive. And that is good because that allows me to access GRT software and the very same load data from anywhere, from any computer, any place, any location. It's not linked to, it's not sitting on my computer, this particular laptop. It's accessible from any computer over internet. So what I do is I save my load on Google Drive, go to my drive, a directory, shooting, reloading, let's say software, GRT, loads, okay, and I'm not going any further. Let's say this is the file that we use, training 6.5 Creedmoor 143 ELDX stubble 6.5. Try to, when you save your for your load, your recipe, try to name it, try to give it a meaningful name. So later on, when you read it, when you load it, or just you look at the file in the directory, that's going to tell you straight away what that is. Okay, so this is going to tell me that this is a load developed for 6.5 Creedmoor with 143 grain ELDX bullet and stubble 6.5 gunpowder. You just hit save. For now, I want to replace it, yes, and all our data is saved. That's it for today. We will continue from here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like the video, share it, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you soon again. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.